Erika Kirk loves to volunteer when not provoked and not asked, is she loves to point out that she just never resented her husband for how much he worked. Never resented, was never a wife that demanded him to come home, at a certain time because dinner was on the table at 5. But Charlie always wanted to come home because she made a home a place he would want to come home to, which is selling the I'm the perfect wife narrative that I think she's trying to sell to everyone. But also, it's like, I understand if somebody asked her directly. Charlie was, traveling a lot. He was going to colleges. He worked so hard. What was it like to be married to somebody who, was always on the road or something like that? But she's never asked that question. She always just volunteers it, like, I just never resented him because his purpose was so important and I never resented that. And it's like, the fact that she keeps emphasizing that makes me think that either one, she did really resent it and maybe feels guilty about it, or if this is just part of the show that she's trying to put on, that she was this perfect wife, and that's part of this like sort of Christian narrative that they're trying to push on people, is that, well, wives don't nag their husbands. Wives just support their husbands and let their husbands do whatever their husbands want to do. And their husbands come home because they make such a great home. And what's implied is if your husband doesn't come home to you, or if your husband is out in the streets doing things he's not supposed to be doing, it's because you didn't make a good enough home for him to come home to. Like, that's kind of the implication, which I don't love. Because, you could make the perfect home for a man and he might come home to it, but it doesn't make him act right. The only thing that makes a man act right is a man wanting to act right. That's nothing a woman can do in order to make a man into a good, decent man. He has to want to do that himself.